There's so much that depends on the woman of the house. And why does it have to be so? It's a heavy, heavy responsibility. And we know that the happiness of the house also entails that a happy wife is a happy life. As long as mommy's happy, everybody's happy. Now, not necessarily. However, the woman's happiness really brings about the success of the house, the happiness of the house. So how is it possible that we could take care of everything, run the show, take care of ourselves, and create a happy home every day? Stick around, stay tuned for more. So here are 10 keys to creating a happy home, creating happiness in your home every day. So number one is taking care of all our physical needs. That includes eating healthy. That includes exercising. In whatever shape or form you're already doing it, just make sure you're trying to eat as healthy as you can, trying to have movement in your life in some form of exercise. Whether you're looking good, whether that means getting your nails done, whether that means getting your hair done, getting a nice head covering on, or whether that means you're getting a nice outfit on. You know, when you look good, you automatically feel good. So all the ideas that I'm going to teach you today and give over to you is ideas that have worked by many women and are hopefully going to have a ripple effect on our families when we do them as women. So, well, we know that when we look good, we will feel good. So take care of your physical needs. It's really, really important that we do that. It's not just, oh, when I'm going out to work, that's when I look good, right? No, I should feel good and look good all the time, especially in my house. What message are we sending to our children when we're, mommy's only looking nice when she's heading out of the house? We're not looking attractive and attracting. No, we are trying to look presentable. We look nice all the time, right? In the house, out of the house. Now, that doesn't mean we're putting on our best, wedding outfit, what the next best guest outfit. No, it means we're looking good. We look good, and that's going to entail that we feel good as well, automatically. Just like, getting out of your pajamas, putting something nice, putting some makeup on, and that's already going to enhance your mood. The second thing is give yourself grace. Now, this is a tool that I use very often, and I really encourage the women I speak to. It's called Not Me, Not Now, and Not Perfectly. Give yourself grace. You don't always have to do everything, right? But we kind of like talk to ourselves and say, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that. Do I really have to do this? Not me. Not now. Maybe I don't have to wash the dishes now. Maybe I don't have to be the one to do it. And maybe not perfectly. Maybe I could wash half. Maybe I could wash half later. Maybe I could rest. So we women run our homes, and we are the managers of the home. It doesn't mean we do everything, right? Sometimes it affects, the way we grew up. It's like, oh, yeah, the woman has to do everything. No, that's not realistic, right? Hashem gave us so much time, so much energy, and a lot of women work outside the house. A lot of women have, strains in their own lives, maybe very difficult children, maybe special needs kids, maybe, long travel time out of work, and maybe things after work, right? So we can't do it all. It's not realistic. Hashem didn't make us super, human. We are still women. We are still human. Just because we're super women doesn't mean, we're not human. It's really, really important that we internalize that. We can't do it all, and not to seek perfection. You messed up, just get back up. You said you're not going to yell, and you did. You're overwhelmed. Take a step back, take a breather, try again. Failing is staying down, not going down. We were created to fail, so we were created to make mistakes. The goal is to learn from your mistakes. So don't seek perfection, seek improvement. Again, you may be a super, you may be a super woman, but you're still superhuman. That's really, really helpful. Um, Number 3, eat first. It's a really big tip. Either you're eating something before you're coming home, right? Maybe it's a sushi, maybe it's a sandwich. Either you're eating before dinner, because you can't be a super happy, calm mom. Of course, we're not super happy and calm all the time, but we can't possibly attend to our family the best way that we can if we are hungry. So you're eating all of your meals or some of your meals, and then you're nibbling a little salad here, a little bit here and there during the meal, because you're attending to everyone in your family, and you're just being more attentive, you're listening, you're calm. So I strongly suggest, eat first, and a happy wife is a happy life. Eat before the family. When you're happy, that's going to enhance everybody else's happiness as well. Okay. The fourth one is, be realistic. Be realistic with your time, energy, and circumstances. If a holiday is coming up and you're doing so much preparation, obviously something has to come out of your to-do list. You just can't do it all. Be realistic with how much energy you have. Maybe weren't feeling well this month or this week. Maybe this time of the year is just really stressful, and you're like, okay, why am I not doing it all? How is she managing? Right? That's another whole story. Comparing ourselves to others. Just be realistic with yourself. You were created to compete with yourself. So let's be realistic with our time and how much we have. And sometimes we just don't have that much energy. Hashem gives us, certain types of energy at certain times. It's affected by the way we eat, by our age, by our hormonal level, a lot of factors. So let's be real with ourselves. Don't expect perfection and especially the same amount of energy every day. It's just not realistic. Okay, number 5. This is a really good tip. Also, it's called expect tension. Especially if you have a home with more than one child, or even one child. It doesn't matter. A family is made of one person, right? It's already, if you have a family, if you live with any family member, expect tension, because not everything is going to go your way. Now, mommy with a bunch of little kids or kids of different ages, expect tension, expect trivialities with teens, with smaller children, expect things to go wrong, expect the kids to misbehave, to get on each other's nerves, to get annoyed, to go to bed late. It can't be, we can't be rigid and in control all the time. So when we're actually thinking that we're always in control, that's going to enhance our tension. Like, what's wrong with me as a mother? Why aren't my kids in bed at 9? Her kids are in bed at 7:30, right? Or my kids used to be in bed at 7:30. What's going on? Times change, children change, we change, and we have to expect tension in the house. If we expect always calmness, it's just not realistic. Again, these tips are also very intertwined. Okay. The next one is feelings are. Our feelings come and go. We don't need to overanalyze our feelings. We could just let it go at the moment and revisit it later. Maybe during a prayer session, maybe during a reflection session, maybe once a week when you go to shul or synagogue, or once a week when you pray more seriously. You could really do something called cheshbon hanefesh, where really an introspection within yourself, like where is this coming from? But we don't need to overanalyze our feelings or say, okay, I'm upset, that's the whole family needs to be upset. Okay, maybe remove yourself if that helps. Maybe go for a walk. Maybe do a breathing exercise or a meditation. But feelings are, and they come and go, and they don't have to paint our lives or our day. Okay. Number 7 is good vibes. Have good vibes in the house. Maybe you have a fish tank with running water. Maybe you have some kind of screen with a relaxing scene in the house. Maybe music, melodious, beautiful, relaxing music in the background. Maybe after a certain time, just to kind of present like this is an inviting, welcoming, happy house. Okay. The next one is get help. So things that you could really do, meaning things that you can have somebody else do, just rely on them. Maybe it's a cleaning lady, maybe it's food that week. Maybe you're buying food for Shabbos more than usually you cook everything from scratch or some of it. And this week, maybe because you're realistic, you don't have so much time. I know it's hard to believe, or hard to kind of internalize, like, oh my gosh, I'm a failure as a mom or as a wife because I didn't do X, Y, and Z. Or I had a mom one day tell me, can you believe it, Leah? It's 11 o'clock. I still haven't made my kids' beds. It's okay. You had a rough morning. Okay. It doesn't mean you're a failure as a mother. So try to get help as much as you can. Instead, use that time to be present with your family. Remember, family memories are the only things we really create in this world. Everything comes and goes. The house gets messy again. You're gonna cook again. You're gonna have to do laundry again, and that's a beautiful thing, right? There's a way we can enjoy the mundane, the tedious tasks. Okay, number 9 is spiritual growth and spiritual learning. Make sure you are learning every single day, consistently, on a topic that is interesting to you. Whether it is a certain midah, a certain character trait, whether it's enhancing your marriage or enhancing your parenting, or becoming more patient. Whatever that it is, it doesn't have to take long. It's 2 minutes a day. It's 1 page a day in a book. You'll be surprised on how many books you will finish by reading 1 page a day. Telling yourself, oh wow, I finished 4 or 5 books this year by reading 1 or 2 pages a day. That's incredible. That's incredible. And remember, growth is slow. You can't expect growth to be quick. That's not, it's the world we live in. Everything is fast paced. Everything is, has to be quick and reliable. If it's fast paced, quick results. No. Character traits, growth and learning have to seep in a slower pace to really have an impact on our character. And the last one is, there's so many more tips, but I kind of wanted to succinct them to like these 10. The last one is prayer. We can't do anything without Hashem, our God. We can't. We need His help. And He's the one who sends us our challenges, our troubles, and will give us the strength to overcome our challenges. So if He gave it to me in the first place, not because we're blaming Hashem, but because He's the one who's maybe enabling me to have these feelings, maybe to teach me something, or to have me reveal something about myself, or introspect something about myself. So Hashem is there for me. I don't have to make a certain appointment. He's never late. He's the source, of everything that happens in my life. So I could attribute it to Him. Whether you're praying 5 minutes a day, whether you're praying one time a day, whether you're really you're praying on the way to work, whatever that it is. Maybe it's in shul, but make sure that you have a relationship with Hashem, because He's our creator. He created me in the first place. He knows how I function. He knows how I can thrive, and ultimately He knows how I can succeed and overcome anything. We were created to succeed. I hope these tips were helpful, and hopefully they will enable us to be happier mothers, create happiness in our home. Just please be realistic. It won't be happy all the time, 24/7. Life happens. However, most of the time, our house will be joyous, will be calm, will be happy. Leah Abramov, Being and Becoming, awakening awareness of your greatness and potential.